guys, what's up? Hey guys, what's up to another impromptu what do we used to call these? Emergency broadcasts of the
emergency broadcast
of the Black Truth. Is on a Discord call, so if you complain about the quality or anything like that, your mom was a hoe.
Who? I love you, man. You fucking with the audience, you shit. You making them mad, player. Man, you get on the radio and you start talking shit to niggas, man. That's how you lose people, man.
That's how you lose them.
So we have a PS2 menu on the PS4 on my left.
Well, that's because I'm gonna put my shirt on right now, but I gotta take off my headphones real quick.
Okay, thank you for telling us. And then at the bottom of me we have Fatal Luck. That's his last
have
name.
To be the bottom. Why can't that be a top?
His even though his last name's Luck, he isn't Irish, surprisingly enough. Even though
I'm back.
Even though he did
so
kind of
to keep with the theme of today's episode, I decided to wear a Playboy shirt.
Can you rotate your camera to have it be like on the side? Because when on the Discord,
I think it stays like that.
It does?
Yeah, it stays. Yeah, because he's on the phone.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Should I just turn off my camera?
No, just keep it like that. Keep it like that. Cause we need you. We need you. No. Keep it the other way. The other way.
Do you have a phone screen lock on?
Yeah. He might. I think it's because this.
Beat your shit?
Yeah, yeah. Unlock your screen orientation.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh man, you.
Yeah.
Brother, we're gonna watch that goddamn fat booty start making this shit, man. Stop playing with him.
Oh my gosh. So the reason why
Let me get my hat.
Yeah, I think that's literally your thinking cap. So the reason why we wanted to start this impromptu broadcast conversation is because it seems like this is the end. I feel what date was it? So
it was February 2nd, 2026.
No, February 3rd. I think it was February 3rd. That was the.
Oh, sorry. I had a glitch in the Matrix. I forgot what today it was.
I think the February 3rd, 2026 is like the end of the trad right. Whatever the fuck that means. The trad right wing. Whatever the fuck that means. Cause like, I guess like basically if you believe this trad shit, I think you might as well should be in the Matrix. I think it's just like another form of like, you know, thinking that you're in like this simulated world that you think like women are just out here churning butter. For
me it kind of broke back during. Do you remember when Girls Gone Bible?
Yeah.
Remember when everyone was shitting on them because it started then, but I am a Christian, right? I still held out some hope because I'm like, well, you know, they're grifters, but I'm pretty sure there has to be some like truly like reformed Christian, you know, women out there. But then I guess with yesterday's news, I was like you know that meme?
Yeah, the Jonah Hill.
Yeah, that was me.
But this is
like, damn.
But this is the version that has the Charlie Kirk face over it. The Jonah Hill with the Charlie Kirk deepfake. Kirkification deepfake. This is kind of where we're at right now. So to get Fatal, you wanna explain to Fatal what happened, or at least what we think happened yesterday?
Okay. So what happened was Milo Yiannopoulos, right? He let out this like cheeseman or gossip that supposedly what's his name? Elijah Schaefer, the owner of Rift, right? Rift TV, was fucking cheating on his wife with Sarah Stock before Sarah Stock had gotten married, and I think didn't they say that Elijah was beating his wife?
His wife, yeah.
I don't know about that part.
That could have just been niggas talking shit on the internet, but yeah, basically he was fucking Sarah, but supposedly Sarah was drugged by Elijah at some party. Was it during the Young Republicans, or it was during some conference or some shit that they were drinking
I
and
think it was
shit?
after
And she was,
CPAC. I think it was CPAC
oh, that's what it
2025.
was. After CPAC, they were fucking basically. But they said, I forgot who said, it might have been Milo that said it, that they fucked a few times after. But it's like, if they fucked a few times after, I find it hard to believe that she drugged him, or he drugged her rather.
Yeah, so I think mostly the reason why everyone is cuz the thing with this, what everyone's fixated on is the fact that Sarah Stock was acting, was basically being a whore, basically. That's what most people are
Yeah.
fixated on, cuz that's like the most entertaining part of the story. But to me,
While she was putting the veil of being trad.
yeah, and she was doing that and talking all that, and then on the side,
Yeah, because she was the type to say that you should get, like, your man should give you his bank account, like the card to his bank, and like that your guy should be a provider and stuff like that. Like, that's the type of shit she was doing. And she got married in the church, through the church. She literally got blessed by Pope Leo.
yeah,
It's
so
like, even when you look at the picture, I hope maybe you could put it up post production of her, um, getting blessed, and like she has like this look, like when she's looking at the Pope, like this look of, like, I don't know if it's like anguish or um, like I can't quite describe the look with words, but it's like you look at her fucking face and you could tell, like, this bitch, there's something going on with this bitch. But we didn't know at the time. But
well
me, I kind of
I
like saw, even when I saw that picture initially, I was kind of like, because I'm big on the eyes, like she had this look of like, fuck, what's like the word I'm looking for? Like,
the thousand cock stare, something like that.
yeah, it's just something like that. Like, she kind of had like a bit of like a thousand cock stare, like maybe not 1,000, more like 100, but she had
Well,
like
I
this
guess that's
look in her
trad
face
now.
that just kind of threw me off. He said what?
I guess that's trad now.
Yeah, it literally is. I mean,
But
you will get a trad wife if your trad wife was a lady boy.
yeah, pretty
Lady
much.
boys are more trad wives than actual, like, women.
Yeah, because at least
He's
to
clapping.
them, they'll like they'll try to like keep up the bit a lot further compared to these women. But my thing is, I think that there's like something else going on with this whole like thing coming out. Because
Mm.
that's where I kind of flocked. That's why when I heard Milo was the one who to reveal it, I was like, okay, it might not be true, but I think what they're really trying to fixate on, they're trying to get people around, or people who they could say is like Groiper adjacent, or just like AF adjacent, to, because all the Groipers, they don't really get into like, some of them do and then they crash out and then they go away, but the ones that stay around, they don't really do any like crazy shit. They never, even the ones that are like supposedly uh like horny on the timeline and shit, or you want to call it, they never get into any like crazy controversies. But again, the ones who do, like, because I've been around for a minute, they like crash out, because and then they get called out by Nick and then they leave, so like some shit like that. So and like Milo, he's been really trying to like get something on Nick, and none of it's working, and all these people, because they know that if they say some shit about Nick, they know he's gonna clap back and then they're gonna look stupid. So but it seems like, because it seems like Nick is like infallible on some level, or like he's he's like smart enough, but everyone else that he like that's why also they attacked Clavicular. Like, I'll not like, I'm not talking about like the normie stream people, I'm talking about like people who were on the right, like online right. They were attacking Clavicular because, mainly because they're like, oh, his looks maxing shit stupid, blah blah blah. But
Yeah, I heard people say that it's gay. I don't understand how.
Yeah.
Like, they're saying like it's low key feminine. Like, how is it low key feminine?
well, it's I guess it's feminine to like try to change your appearance so much, and not just like the deal with the cards you were dealt. But I think the
Oh
looks
yeah.
maxing thing is like a modern
So
day.
you could turn out like Sarah Stock's husband.
Yeah, but I think I do think there's like a point into the looks maxing in our modern society. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's important. I'm not gonna just like discourage him, but all these other people, because like Nick's cool with him, and because Nick's cool with him, that gives Nick some sort of like popularity with people outside the right. Because now
That, I think that's why they go hard on Myron a lot too, because he's Graper adjacent on some level. Like they feel like, oh well, now we have to shit on him even harder. Or anybody, Sneeko too. Fucking like when Matt Walsh was attacking Sneeko, like him attacking Sneeko was kind of like
yeah,
in like a
because
roundabout way of him trying to attack Nick.
yeah, because I saw that whole thing, and Matt, because if you reply to Nick, Nick's instantly gonna reply to you and get like 15K likes, no matter what. So he's like, oh well, Sneeko, even though people think Sneeko is more popular than Nick, he's not gonna get that amount of traction or that amount of defense, I should say. And I think that's why again they're going at like Elijah, because like there's a lot of people who, well, even Elijah, he was like trying to like before this shit happened, he was trying to move away from the Graper shit, or I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. Because I would watch his shit sometimes because his shit was on censored, and so I would like tap in and all this shit, but it seems like he like I don't know, he like moved on, or he would be like erratic and everything. Because the riff thing, I don't know if you saw William's video explain the drama, but that Rift
I
wasn't.
did that. I saw the whole thing on his
Yeah,
channel.
Rift
I sent it to Axel too.
Rift isn't even like, it wasn't even really like an actual company. It wasn't like an actual like associated thing. It was pretty much just like one thing created by Elijah, and then he was like, oh, he asked all these people basically, oh, can you work for me? Can you like put content? And I also think that they're trying to do this thing where it's like, oh, if I have you on the Rift, then it's gonna help you out. So I think that's why like William said like that's why I went to the Rift, because if if I have, because on Twitter or on X, if all these people who were on the Rift, they got like this little badge in there, because like the Rift account was like a gold verified account on X. So if you're an associate of that account, they basically give you a badge. I saw there's a few other people who were like on.
Dude, imagine we had a gashless one.
Yeah, that would be dope if you do. We might have to change the logo a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's because it seems like, because that one guy, that Basil guy, he was just recording in William's studio. He wasn't even on the Rift. We were like, yeah, we were like making jokes saying like,
I thought he was affiliated with
dude,
Rift.
the Rift is by the time you sent that thing, like the Rift was over, like it was shut down. Cause I thought that what's it called? Cause I thought William lost his badge. But I think I think that company's like bankrupt right now. Like he does like,
oh my god.
even before this, because people are also saying that like
Because this happened a long time ago.
this
the whole thing
happened.
with Sarah.
No, the reason why this is boiling over is because like Elijah like crashed out. Like, did you see the video where he was like under a flooded basement or some shit?
No, I didn't see that.
So the reason why that shit
I
came.
had seen on Twitter some of his shit was like a little cryptic.
Yeah. He was crashing out because his wife like divorced him, and he was saying that like, oh, I don't know where my kids are, and I don't know, and like someone took my car, someone took my kids, blah blah blah. And he was trying to. People were saying that he was trying to like set up himself to like act like, oh, like all this just happened and I didn't know. Even though it seemed, cause I think like again Milo, again this is like grain of salt. Whatever Milo says, I'm not even sure it's true at all. But unless the
Milo's
person,
like the Joker.
Milo is he's fucking Mossad basically. Like he's just has like he just like is like a fucking snake basically, and his whole like I don't even know if he has a fucking master, to be honest. I just think his thing is just to be like, yeah, I guess the Joker. Like he's like an agent of chaos.
Yeah, he's just the force of nature. He's the fucking Green Goblin Joker.
I think he's still working with Ye. I think he wrote that letter. You know that letter they were talking about with Ye?
Oh, the Hebrew one?
No. The one that came out like a week ago. So he bought
that. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. Did you read it? Or did you like look?
No,
I
didn't even look at it.
He said that the reason why he realized that he was crazy or that he was mentally ill is because he was going on Reddit and like subreddits of bipolar people, and he was talking to them, so that's how he realized that he was wrong. But the I was saying that it looks like that letter was written by Milo, because I don't think I think if like Ye would have said, he would have been like, can you guys like put your accent of how you think Ye would apologize? Let's have Axel or Fatal do it right now.
Yeah.
I sincerely apologize. That's about it.
So, but I feel like he would have included a lot more like broken like English or whatever, like run on
Or, and
sentence.
then it did like repeated himself a lot.
Yeah. Even if it was written down, you would have like found a way to just like have like a bunch of like run on sentences or some shit.
Like, I apologize, and
what I did to the Jewish people was wrong, man. Like,
wrong.
you really shouldn't do something like that to them. Like, that's
I regret it.
it's really messed up.
Yeah, he would have done something like that, but I think Milo is still working. I think that's why he's doing all this shit. I didn't even think when that thing, when they had the club accost, people were saying that like Ye was offended by it. I think that was even might have been orchestrated by Milo. So like, cause
the letter that he put out.
no,
His song?
yeah, that. So no, there was cause
club, right?
well, I think Ye, cause he's already apologized like fucking like 5 times already. So it's like there's no like the only reason he keeps on apologizing. He even said this. He said the reason why he did that apology was because he just wants to be able to like actually like put out shit, because he can't. I don't know well, you know why he's being cock blocked by it, but like I think he's trying to just get in the good graces so that he can actually release his fucking album. Because there's no like if it wasn't for like the actual cock blocking that he's doing right now, he would still be fine. Like I think he even said like, yeah, like I'm fine right now. Like I still get money and shit. People are Graduation. I think Graduation is still like the one of the most top stream albums on Spotify. Like still now, like if you look at data, Graduation is still like a very very highly streamed. It's still getting hits and shit. So he's not. It's not like he's losing fucking popularity or whatever. But it's just that the fucking gateholders are stopping him from, you know, doing it, because he's not allowed to perform in America. That's why he had to go to Mexico. That's why he had to go to all these other countries. He's literally like blocked from performing in Mexico. And I think they said some shit that they were gonna, like, if he says some shit during the Mexico City concert, that they were gonna like they had like a backup plan or some shit, like if he started talking about the Jews or something. I assume what would have
I wonder
happened.
what they would have done.
They would have fucking like got down. They would have got a fucking parachute. It would have been like October 7th, to be honest. That's probably what would have happened. They would have dropped down like some parachute shit, like just like they probably would get like a needle, stab him, make him fall down. He did look well, I don't know, like people were saying that he looked heavily medicated. So
yeah, I seen that one video where like he signs like that one fan's fucking flag.
yeah, I mean, like the I saw the concert. The concert was pretty good. So, but you know, I kind of wish it didn't have to be like that. But again, like literally, he can't like I think he's literally banned and still in this moment from like performing in America. So you know.
So Milo basically has to like be the Jewish handler.
Yeah, I think Milo is probably like the guy that he thinks he can trust, because he's like, man, like you Jewish, because he does work with a lot of Jews still. Yay. So I don't think they even had a problem with it. It was literally just like all these like I guess super Zionist ones that are in America that are still offended. So until they get that shit done, then I don't think he can really move anywhere. But I don't want to get too off this topic, but like, did you see that shit where they said that that Pusha T was in and Jay-Z were the Epstein files or something?
Yeah, I seen that.
And then like I not gonna lie, I think it was kind of, well, you know, they're obviously gangsters kind of in their DNA, but I think it was kind of gangster that like even after that shit came out, like Pusha T just like didn't say anything. He just like kept on moving on, and then like he ended up getting like a Grammy like a day later. Like, I think that's probably what she has to do. Cause I assume what's gonna happen with Sarah, she's gonna come back. She's gonna do the Lauren Chen in do you remember when that
Just completely
happened?
forget about it or what?
No, what's gonna happen is that she's just gonna come back in like 6 months and
Disappear for like a year.
yeah, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we actually did like you. I guess you can stay." Because also women do have that privilege of just being allowed to come back even if they fuck everything up.
That pretty privilege.
Yeah. Well, not even
Yeah,
that.
because it's like if Sarah Stock,
Just being
I
a
think if
woman.
Sarah Stock was like, just because she's a woman.
Privilege.
Just from having a uterus, pretty much, and saying base
Well, I
things.
think it's also because she's pretty. Like she's not an ugly bitch. Because it's like,
well, what if she
like,
comes
okay,
back and
like-
she's 600 pounds? I think you'll probably get even harder.
Honestly, yeah, I would support her even more if she gained 600 pounds. But I don't know. Do you think she's bullshitting about getting drugged or no?
Did she say that part?
Yeah, she said that like
it
in
was
the
on a
really
whole call.
Yeah,
she was on
a whole call.
that got recorded.
Oh, I didn't hear that shit. All the shit I know.
I feel like a lot of women just throw out that accusation too.
Yeah, because I was gonna
believe
say that. I was gonna say that because, like, I feel like the possibility of her being drugged is there, but Elijah is like a California guy. Oh, well, actually, no, I might eat my own words because California niggas aren't even they're fucking aliens and shit. But no, I think she might have just said that as like to take heat off of herself, to be like, oh well, I really didn't want to have sex with him. I just, because like, there's no way that for like months prior he wasn't like flirting with her or trying to make, you know what I mean, like trying to make advances. Yeah, there's no way he wasn't making advances towards her or being flirtatious or that like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like they were obviously building up attraction. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I think what it is that she probably fucked this nigga and realized, or was fucking this nigga and realized,
oh shit, I'm gonna get heat.
Exactly, especially like in our side of the fucking political spectrum, like a woman breathing the wrong way is enough to be like excommunicated. Yeah. So
nah, not really.
Like, to take some...
Not really.
No,
they get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
they get away
with Gaddis. Look at Lily Gaddis. She's a single mom.
Well, yeah, and she's still fucking making videos.
Yeah, you're right. You got me there. But
they get it's the dudes that
they do get away with a lot.
Yeah, it's dudes that if they fuck up,
the right wing wasn't even as misogynist as they claim to fucking be.
Well, yeah, it's like a microcosm. Like in Fox News, if we're talking about like Fox News level conservatism, like you're gonna.
We know those guys are like low key feminists.
Yeah, and they know that to them they think that they need to always hire all these chicks to make themselves look good. So. And again, it's a microcosm of that, because the thing with all these women is that
so you think it's just bled into the far right?
Well, I think it's I guess it's everywhere, but to us, it's like if they say something that's like sort of in line, we just go like, oh whoa, like oh, wow, like it was really cool. You can understand that, like that's just how it is. But
yeah, like when she told that guy about the bowel movements.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get on. Like the thing, I think the reason why they started embracing women is because these women, they all say the shit that like we feel like we can't say.
They say the N-word, and then all these guys are like, oh, wow, she said the N-word. She's based.
Well, they say the stuff that we say, but we don't say that in like a public thing because it's like that girl that you hang out with, where like they'll say shit, and because they don't have like, they just found out about it, they're like, well, I need to tell everyone, and they don't have that like they don't have that like thing in their head where it's like, oh, like I'm gonna get fucked up if I say this right now, or like I'm gonna fuck up my whole life if I say that. Like they don't have that thing. So like so that's why they're kind of used. That's why all of them, they're like, there's a bunch of these like Republican like politicians and shit, and they're okay. They're the ones that are the most aggressive with this, like, oh, you got to be in the right bathroom and shit, blah blah, because to us, if we start saying that, they're gonna be like, oh, why do you care who's in the bathroom, blah blah. But they kind of get away with that's why when she brought up the bowel movement shit, it was like if we brought that up, they would be like oh, like you're disgusting.
Why do you
homo.
know about that? Why do you know
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Type
but
shit.
but if she's doing it, she's like, oh, but especially if a female does it, because if you get told you're disgusting by a girl, that hits way worse. Because if we talk about like that type of stuff and we're like that's disgusting, they're gonna be like, oh, you're just like closed minded or whatever. But if a girl's like, ew, it's disgusting.
No, they'll be like you're closed minded or you secretly want to do that.
What if I'm kidding. I was gonna say, what if I do both?
But no, yeah, I think honestly finding out everything that we found out about Sarah, because I low-key think she is bullshitting about getting drugged. I think she just really regrets what she did because she has like this look of like, is it anguish? Like that fucking photo with the Pope, like she has like this look on her face that's like,
I think it was always. I think it was.
What you're talking about?
I think it was always there. I think you're just looking too into it now. Cause I never.
what do you mean?
Cause I
You
never.
think like she had that look of anguish?
Well, I just always saw her face, and I kind of always had a feeling like, okay, like I'm not gonna follow her, cause there's some girls where I don't know off the top of my head. There's some female ones where I'm like, okay, they're kind of tolerable, cause they seem like they seem to be honest. The only one off the top of my head I could really think of is that which I think her name is Julia. The fuck, what's her name? War on Beauty. That's the only one where it's like, okay, I could kind of tell there's, and even then she looks kind of weird
Oh,
sometimes.
the one with the really like big eyes?
Yeah, the one who she said she was like ex-Jewish or something, whatever the fuck that is.
Oh yeah, her. I think she's about what she says she is, but she has like Sarah Stock. Even Lilith
I always got
Gaddis,
that. I always got
they
that
both-
weird vibe. I always got that weird vibe from her, from Sarah Stock, where it was like, I don't think, well, you say everything you believe or something. I just never got too deep into it. The only thing I would do I would laugh at like the videos or like the Groiper tweets and everything, but I was never like, oh, this is,
and they would sexualize her.
I was
But no,
never
yeah,
like,
she always.
I was never like, oh, she's like a real like legitimate person I should listen to. It was never like that.
Yeah, I just followed her just cause like I follow everybody. The only one I had to unfollow was like Lily was fucking pissing me off, dude. I swear to God, that bitch was pissing me off so bad.
How about Pearl?
Just
No,
pearly things.
yeah, Pearl pissed me off for a little bit. Like Pearl, like I was always like, I don't want to say ride or die, but I always like really liked Pearl. But there was this period of time that I didn't like her, but that's because I still had a little bit of like hope.
Mm.
That's because I still have, and I'm like, man, she's just being extra. She's just being weird. And then like, I was like, nah. I started coming back around. Like, I think Pearl has to be the one that's like the most. I shouldn't say consistent, but I like her content the most because I feel like she really like talks about like the psychology of like women and like she hits the nail on the head every time. She always hits the nail on the head every time, and I feel like she's always gotten a lot of shit for it. And what's funny about her, and even someone like Myron or Nick, is that every great philosopher was hated by everybody.
Mm.
Like, because we always talk about Nietzsche and Schopenhauer, even Socrates, even Jesus, right? We always talk about these people with like such like high esteem, but like in their own time they were hated.
Yeah.
Like, I think if Pearl wrote a book in like 100, 200 years, maybe even 300 years, people would be like studying that shit in college and be like, oh, Pearl Davis, fucking political commentator, influencer of her time, whatever. I think that's what
And
she's
then
gonna end up
and then
becoming.
like,
Even Myron as well.
and then there's one guy that comes out and she's like, but she went out with a black guy. That's gonna be me.
Yeah.
She
But
went out with a black guy. I'm the only one who remembers that.
But yeah, you know, and uh yeah, Sarah Stock and Lily Gaddis, even that Isabella Moody chick, those three women in particular, Sarah Stock didn't really piss me off too much, but those three women, like, they have this look of anguish in their eyes because it's like in Scarface. I'm gonna be a liberal and use like movies as like uh a lens to
the
view life,
basis
right?
of your morality.
The basis of my morality. But in Scarface, he says the eyes never lie, Chico, and it's true. They all have this look on their face of anguish, and it's not even to say that they fucked a bunch of niggas, but maybe, I mean, by today's standards, having less than 10 bodies is good, right? But that's enough to fuck them up. So, you know, they just seen too much shit in their life, and they just all have like this like evil like anguish about them in their eyes. And there's never like there's never like a time for me to like, there's never like a perfect time to ever call them out on it. But I feel like with Sarah, it finally came out, and it's like, yeah, I like my thoughts ended up coming true. Even Isabella Moody, like, she had this fucking, I don't know if I sent you the clip where she's saying like, "Oh, I never really saw myself as a mother. I don't really want to have kids." I don't know if the clip is old or anything, but it's because you said she's been in the right wing for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
didn't
I'm
show up
saying
for.
like that's some like hoe ass behavior. Like, maybe she's not a hoe, but that's some like hoe ass behavior. And it's like, Lily I mean, I don't have anything on Lily other than her sitting on the shoulders of a black guy. But yeah, like, I think in enough time, something about her is gonna come out. Like, she's probably gonna be fucking Gavin or Hayden or fucking Verlium. I'm pretty sure something about her is gonna come out in the future. And even she lets it leak out slowly but surely. Like, she's telling people not to hate on fucking Lily. I mean, not to hate on Stock because it's Sarah, because it's gonna destroy the white race. And then she's on fucking Hayden's show talking about, oh, like, you should marry you should marry a whore just because she's white to keep the race pure. Like, little shit like that tells you what type of person she is or was or will be, because women do that shit where they like women will let out little, like, remember that thing that I told you about pressure relief valves. This is a
Yeah,
plumbing
yeah,
thing, by the way. Remember how I told you, like, I have to like hang out with you to let out all my racism?
yeah,
So like, I need to let it out little by little, or else I'm just gonna explode. So I feel like that's something that women do. They leave little crumbs, and it's like, unless you've dealt with girls enough to really know that they do shit like that, you're never gonna pick it up, right? And I mean, I think maybe Sarah probably cover her tracks a lot better, but this bitch Lily, like,
I think the
I feel,
reason why this thing fucking leaked, because I think what happened was that someone didn't do what they were supposed to. Like,
yeah, that's what
they're.
Brilliant was saying.
Oh
What do you
shit,
think it
sorry.
was?
Yeah, I mean, I had that thing. I thought that too, but I forgot he said it. Cause now it feels like now it sounds like I stole his shit. I think something with what's it called, Elijah, cause he was doing some sort of fucking media coverage for El Salvador, and so he was I guess he got like some sort of like I don't know what it is, like a visa or some sort of like press like pass to be able to like cover what's going on in Venezuela. And then they said something like there's all these people that they were all these influencers were sent to like El Salvador for something, and then like everything, I think people were saying that the rift just like fell off after that whatever happened over there. So I think it's more that. And cause I saw, and also that shit with because Elijah got sued by they call the girlfriend of like the head of the FBI, Cash App, PayPal. Cash App, PayPal.
Cash App, PayPal, Tell.
Yeah. So there, I guess he does have like, cause that's the last time I heard about Elijah. Is that, and then I just saw there's a bunch of silence, and then I look up yesterday, and they're like, he's like fucking in a basement, all flooded and shit,
Yeah.
looking like he fucking, I don't know, like some fucking crazy shit. But I think they, whatever the fuck he was doing, it's almost like they know they can't control him, so they were like, oh, get Milo, get Milo to release the leaks. Because again, because it's Milo, it makes it look like and then I was seeing some of the people that were like retweeting it and like really trying to push it. I'm talking about the mainly the affair thing, because they're trying to push that thing so that again they can make this whole fucking like scene look bad, basically. Because again, like Nick, they can't get Nick. They don't have no fucking blackmail on Nick on anything.
Yeah, because if Milo really had a video of Nick taking it up the ass or giving head,
He would have put it out by
why wouldn't he
now.
release it yet?
He would have put it, unless like Nick's like he's like compromising some position right now. Like imagine if this all boils down to like if Charlie Kirk was killed by Israel, and this is all they're covering up right now. Like someone knows that like it was actually the cause didn't he get shot by in like a menorah or whatever. That's what they said. Like
Yeah, they said it was shaped like a
yeah,
menorah.
yeah. So imagine this is all just like the cover up because someone knows that like, oh yeah, no, it was. You know what someone else said before? They were someone was saying like, cause you know we have to go back on this because we haven't talked about this with Fatal in like fucking like half a year, maybe almost half a year. Someone was saying that the one frame or the one angle that we haven't seen is the camera that was recording the video. Like cause you know how like he had like the camera right next to him. That's the only angle that like we haven't seen. And some people were saying like, oh, like when are we gonna get that one released? And everyone was just like, well, like what the fuck? Why do you want to see that angle? Because I think people assume that angle has like the really, really, really close up shot of like Kim getting shot. So it might show you like the full picture, but at the same time, it's like, oh well, you know.
But what would that full picture show?
I don't know what it might show like the blood packet spilling out or something, or like I'm talking about if you're like conspiratorial, like it might give.
So what? So what they're gonna say? Fucking Charlie Kirk is kicking it with Tupac in Cuba?
Yeah, but like we're never gonna see that, even though it would be beneficial to. It's like if fucking if JFK was like recording on like on FaceTime. He was recording like sitting in the car in Dallas or whatever. And like they were like, oh yeah, no, but you can't have that recording now. Like we took down the recording, blah blah blah. Well, like it is another angle, like, you know. But well, Axel, because I remember we had, or Fatal, my bad. Fatal. I remember last time we talked about Charlie Kirk, we were we had all these. Well, it wasn't even that. It was just that we had like a bunch of different ideas. Like we didn't know who the fuck shot him and all this shit. Well, what do you think? What do you think happened? What's like your personal take on what happened with Charlie Kirk?
Well, my personal opinion that he got killed to be silenced by a certain group.
By the juice box people?
The juice, yeah, the juice box.
Okay. Just to so that's like your definitive like it's that like there's not any like outside things or.
Well, all right. Well, one of my personal beliefs too is that I feel like he knew a lot of stuff. He had like a lot of dirt on some people too.
Yeah, because if you see the PPD, the PPD podcast, he slightly mentions that like because he says something about like he's like I don't really want to talk about this or get into it, but what they're effectively doing is trying to ethnically cleanse Gaza, but like that clip didn't start surfacing until like way the fuck after the fact. Yeah.
I think that was just because a bunch of these people like us wanted to have a reason to like say that he was a good guy. So we're like, cause I think in that
But
clip,
I'm saying why when that interview had came out, because
what
nigga, like
I think
like a few days prior, we were calling him Charlie Kike. We were like making fun out of him for being a Jew lover, and then that interview, I don't know when he had done it, but it had been around for a minute.
it was during the summer. It was during the summer.
It was during the summer, okay.
Cause
Charlie got shot in September.
what it sounded like happened was that he was being critical because I think he still wanted to be a good goy. You know, it wasn't like he was gonna stop. It wasn't like he was gonna stop celebrating the what is it called? Just the Sabbath or whatever.
Observing Shabbat.
Shabbat. It wasn't like he was gonna stop doing that. You know, but it was just like I think he understands that the goyim, they're like moving away from believing that. So he was trying to tell them like you like to them like, hey, like you gotta stop talking about this stuff. Well, that's why when he was saying like, oh yeah, this is what they're doing, it was like he knows that doesn't sound good, but like he knows that's what they're doing. But it's not like he really has a problem with it. That's what it looked that the whole face where he was like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about it, but like, you know, they're just like ethically cleansing Gaza. Like again, it like he knows what they're doing, but I didn't necessarily think he thought what they're doing is bad. But he knows that okay, you can't talk about it that way, you know. And I know he did have beef with the donors or whatever and all that, but I think he was
You don't think Charlie Kirk genuinely was shifting his view on Israel?
Nah, I
You think he just said that on PBD just to kind of like make the goyim like
no.
not.
No, what are you saying? He was being honest. Like, yeah, they're ethnically cleansing that, but he just didn't want to talk about it because it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good to to everyone else, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like. Let me think of a good like with this thing like with I don't know with the ice thing, I guess. Let's say that like we don't want to talk about how like okay like they're killing libtards, like we don't want to like we want to be like okay no, but they're protecting people from pedophiles, like we want to talk about that, but the other half is true, but we really want to talk about how they're trying to catch all these pedophiles. That's what we really want to focus on. I think that's like kind of how he was phrasing it. Like he doesn't want to talk about the bad thing, but yeah, they are doing that bad thing. But I think, yeah, I think he was gonna be like a good goy and shit. But I think what this was, because this is something that people like they don't really like bringing up. Like whenever there's like a shooting, like a mass shooting or whatever, like a solo shooter, it's not really, you can't really say that this person did it by themselves, because I might even talk about this on the other one we did, but the in your hand, everyone has this, and I think we're gonna get into another schizo rant about the phone and shit. Like in your hand, you got this thing that could basically like influence your mind, and if you're mentally ill enough, because if you're of a stable mind, you can understand, you know, you can be like, okay, this shit is just trying to like freak you the fuck out. Just put this shit away. Or but you know, you can put it away. You know, put the phone away or go on something else, you know. But if you're like so mentally ill and you see like everything as like, okay, this thing is trying to fuck me up. This shit's gonna kill me. Like you're gonna like, and then also like you're on like this super like libbed out part of the internet where unlike us, because like we get in trouble for just like, what do we get in trouble for today?
Putting a monkey video, we're just fucking busting chops
with the
Yeah.
screaming.
We'll get in trouble for like just anything, just chopping it up, and if we're on like the main, like the mainstream internet, which is just like thing like X, not everything but X and Rumble, I guess, and 4chan. If we're on anything that's supposed to be like mainstream, like we're gonna get taken down.
You can even go on 4chan because you can't even go on 4chan because Epstein's friends with the guy.
Well, that was fake. That was fake. But we'll get into that later. Probably next session. That whole fucking
We
rant.
should be probably get into it on the Black Truth.
Yeah. But fuck, what are they saying? Oh yeah. So you know, we try to make jokes and shit, and like we're just like fucked. YouTube's like, okay, you gotta take down that video. You know, we try to make like the stuff we do, like our jokes, like a little funny. They're like, no, you gotta take it down. But that is not the same thing with liberals. Like liberals can be like, oh, okay, we need to like take up arms. We need to like,
Dude, I literally seen liberals calling for violence, like openly calling for violence
yeah,
on fucking Instagram and shit. Like there's this one influencer that I followed on Instagram, and I thought like, cause he was one of these guys that like he would shit on like Democrats, but like he would shit on Democrats for not being socialist enough. But I guess like at the time I was like too neurodivergent to understand that.
yeah,
And recently, I had seen him post a fucking video calling for violence from the whole after the whole Alex Preddy thing happened. I'm like, man, this pussy ass nigga talking about we gotta take up arms because they're going against the Constitution, bro. That fucking pisses me off so much when liberals start bringing up like logistics and legality.
yeah. Because you know, I guess it because we're all under the same assumption of like, you know, following the law and shit, and then they just come in, they're like, oh wow, we need to get armed. I'm like, well, you guys like every time there's like a mass shooting, you like bringing it up as an example of why we shouldn't have guns at all. So
Literally,
yeah,
dude. Literally, they've been doing that for fucking forever.
any
Literally
t- any
forever.
anytime like a mentally ill kid gets psyoped enough, because that's all I see whenever these things happen. I'm sorry, even if I was in like a scenario like that, like I would just be like, hey, this guy was clearly just like psyoped by
They're listening.
like MK Ultra, like these clearly just like pushed to like the edge, and the only thing that really no the only people you could really blame is probably just the fact that we don't have loony bins. Because if we had loony bins, then like we would have got that
Yeah,
guy.
we need to bring those back desperately. But no, yeah, like even when Charlie Kirk fucking died, because I think AOC and Ilhan Omar, they didn't like, how do I say this? Like they gave him his respect for like 5 seconds, and then they're like, okay, but this is why we need better gun control.
Yeah,
Literally fucking 6 months ago, they were talking about gun control and how we need to change the gun laws and shit. And then now, and then now, oh, now these same fucking people are talking about, oh, we need to get our guns, we need to get ready because they're going against our Constitution, our American rights, our country. Motherfucker, you weren't saying that fucking 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Now all of a sudden you became fucking John Hancock, fucking Thomas Jefferson and George Washington and Paul Revere.
yeah, and they're like, well, you guys, you're that's vigilanteism. Now they're fine with it again.
That's because they think they live in a Disney movie. I mean, I think we're getting way off the topic from Sarah Stock, but yeah, they think they're in like a Disney movie.
Well, I think this is pretty much like okay, all we had to say for this session, because we're kind of running on like about
Well,
hit
no,
50
I wanted
minutes.
to ask I want to ask Fatal, do you think she's bullshitting? Like, what do you think? Like, forget about like what we know as like political influencers, just like from dealing with like women and shit. Because I kind of want to go like down the red
Did you
pill.
see her last tweet that she posted?
Yeah, she said I sinned. Something
Yeah,
about
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
like I
Okay.
fucked up really bad. I've sinned. Um, but just from like a red pill manosphere perspective, Fatal, like, what do you think? Do you think she's bullshitting, or what do you think is going on from her perspective?
I think she got too fucked up, and she probably did mix something up with her alcohol, and
Hmm.
but that was all her choice probably. And the only way to avoid
But
accountability is
supposedly,
to blame it on a man.
yeah, but I feel like because they said that they fucked a few times, and it's like, oh, so you're telling me he drugged her a bunch of times?
No, yeah, she's bullshitting about that.
So do you think? Yeah, do you think she just regrets? She regrets being a whore
She
so much that
regrets,
she'll accuse.
yeah, she regrets being caught, basically. I feel
Yeah.
that's what it is. She regrets being caught, and the way to avoid it is to put the blame on somebody else. I'm just an innocent woman.
Hmm.
Get the blame redirected somewhere else.
Yeah, because it's like if that actually happened, why wouldn't you have said anything
In the beginning,
beforehand?
yeah, even with the even if they put up a veil of like, oh yeah, I'm scared of the consequences, or I'm scared of coming out about it. Like, what the fuck are you scared about?
Exactly, because she was
That you're
still
gonna
with
get slimed
Rift.
out?
She,
You're gonna get slimed out, game banged by like 10 niggas or something, or what?
yeah, that's what I'm
What are
saying.
you scared of?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
that's what I'm saying. Like she was with Rift up until like the day before.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you were fucking drugged. Like, nah, bitch, fuck that shit. Like,
But
I
I d-
genuinely believe, because this is the thing, bro. So I don't know if you see it in the video where she got married recently. She just got married, like
Yeah.
what, like about a
Yeah.
month ago,
yeah.
and her wedding was blessed by the Pope,
Hmm.
but she was. I don't know if she was fucking her man. I don't know if she was fucking Elijah while she was with her man or after they got engaged.
I
I
think in
think
the video they said that it was probably happening
it
during
was I think they said up until
probably
the
during.
engagement.
Oh, okay. So it's like she's dating this guy because this bitch did not pull a Candace Owens and get married in 10 days. I know she didn't fucking do that. Because I think she might have, yeah, she was probably dating this guy for some time and she probably didn't let him get no nunu. So,
Hmm.
so in the meantime, she was fucking Elijah. Like um, this is literally like, you know how they say like girls fuck Chad and they ignore the chud. This is that manifest.
Yeah.
Literally,
Except
dude.
The
Like
Chad is like a basically a homosexual.
basically, yeah.
Basically the straightest looking guy that looks like a homosexual. That's Chad in our modern era.
Literally, yeah. Elijah looks low-key kind of gay, but no, yeah,
He
dude.
might.
I
I
think,
think what might have happened with him. I don't know. He doesn't seem all that bad of a guy. I think what might have happened is like he was getting too high on tea. Because
yeah.
I think
I
people.
mean, because he blew up. He blew the fuck up, dude. He blew the fuck up because last year he was just some like skinny ass white dude, or like even like fat skinny. Like he was like a fat skinny like fucking wigger from California, and then all of a sudden he blows up.
What some people are saying is that they think this was like a previous activity from before. Because as you know, like he used to be on the Blaze, and
Uh-huh.
this was like in like 20 like or 2021, I think. He was on the Blaze. He had his show started on the Blaze, and so it was, he had more of like a production. It was more like official and shit. But then he was like the first main guy who had like a mainstream platform that got Nick
Mhm.
on his show and on YouTube. And this
So he
is
was with Blaze, the ones that host John Doyle.
yeah. That's yeah,
Okay.
honestly I think he was the one to put, honestly, John Doyle probably knows some shit. I think he put John Doyle on to the Blaze. Um, but he was the one who was real like who like first started pushing to get Nick in like these. He was basically the first one to do that thing that Nick does where he sits down and like he tells his life story and shit. He was the first one to do that
Mm.
for in like show podcast form or whatever. Um, but a little after that, not right away, but after that, and again I think it might have been because of he got Nick on, because those people at Blaze, they're like zogged up, but like they still try to pretend like they're cool. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't necessarily like fire Gavin, but it's a big. Basically, they merged with this other company, and that company had Gavin's show, and they decided to fire him point because like someone complained that he was racist or something. So they're not super based,
They're
but
not
like
gonna like working for gasless media.
yeah. So they they do all this like this pandering to look cool, but like they're pretty much owned by Fox News or some shit like that. But
type shit.
or like they're on some Fox News shit. That's what I really mean. They're like
So
mini Fox News.
so
Well, he got
okay,
fired.
so Elijah,
He got fired a couple months later, and they said that it was because he like sexually harassed the this one girl, Savannah Hernandez. I've seen her before. She's like this like this Mexican looking like reporter girl.
damn, so I wonder if anything happened to Anna because you said Mexican. I wonder if anything happened to fucking Anna
nah,
Perez. Because remember when she left?
She looked fucking beat when she was on Elijah's show last time I saw her. I don't think
Yeah,
anything would
that's
happen.
like. I wonder.
Nah, she just stopped being around. She logged off. Good for her.
Oh shit. Okay.
She just stopped because she had her account. Her account was private. And I was still following it, but she was just posting like, she was like, I planted a flower or some shit like that. And then
so she actually lives up to the trad.
like she just stopped talking to like, cause I think she used to work in DC. Like she probably was doing that shit too, to be honest. Like I'm taking the full black pill. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm just like,
yeah, because she's too good looking. She's too good looking to not be fucking niggas. And you know, white niggas love, like conservative Latinas. They love that shit, dude.
it's like that. So conservative to Latina pussy
Or
or
conservative
snatch
Asian
or
chicks too.
no, I think that's more libertarian. As you
Like libertarian guys like Asian chicks.
you don't know you don't know that meme of like libertarian guys.
I know the meme. It's with Omni Man.
No, that was the meme before that meme, but it just makes sense. Like I think it was like a Facebook group that was like it was called like libertarian guys with Asian wives and they would just like post themselves being like, wow, I'm a libertarian and I don't believe in anything, but here's my Asian wife. That's the other thing
I have no beliefs.
Yeah. Like also them like they're last thing I'm gonna talk about, I guess. So we're gonna talk about this fucking after all these ICE things, like the libertarians are the ones that are causing like the most fucking like a tantrum basically. Because there are all these guys like Kyle Rittenhouse, he even like snapped out over this shit. And it's like, okay, bro, like it's one thing for you to have like your own beliefs, but if you're just gonna like get that's the problem with libertarians. They just basically just get mad whenever like authority is like enforced or like anything is done. Like if they see the government doing anything, they just start getting mad. Like that one dude, what was that dude called? The Tommy guy, the guy that interviewed Nick in his house.
Oh, Tommy G, yeah.
Yeah, so I was watching the interview and he was just like, man, like, I just don't want my tax dollars to go to that. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
well,
because a lot of I feel like libertarians is like they know that saying you're a liberal is kind of gay.
yeah.
They still like the economics of Republicans and the guns, but then it's like anything like socially conservative, they're like, yeah, nah, they're like, cut me out of that.
Well, yeah, but I think it's just an excuse so that they like whenever they get into like a debate with someone, they can just say like, oh well, I'm libertarian, so like anyone, like I would just believe anyone can do anything they want to, but I would like this, just to like get out of like
I guess why I can't stand them niggas, bro. That's why I became a fascist.
Well, I think that's a good place to stop. Now, Fatal, I know you've interrupted us a lot during this session, but do you have anything else to say?
I just hate fucking Jews.